Everyone, welcome to Mehfuz Reshid's world. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing Lexia. Here we go.
Choose the prefix you hear. See how many you can do before the time's up. Ready? Go.
So let's see.
Centimeter.
Correct. Centimeter.
Discolor.
Discolor. What does it start with?
Independent.
Independent.
Contract.
Contract. I know.
Superior.
Superior.
Superman.
Superman.
Contain.
Contain. I know.
Subtitle.
Subtitle. Oh no. Oh no.
Uneven.
Uneven.
Disobey.
Disobey. Like I will disobey.
Mistake.
Mistake. I made a large mistake.
External.
External. I'm very external.
Prepay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How much? It's gonna be a lot.
Good work.
You got 12. I just have to get 13 and I would beat it.
Level 15. A journey through China.
Da, 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 da. Skip. Wow. Hello.
The golden snub-nosed monkey can survive in freezing cold temperatures.
Oh yeah.
Although they don't know for sure, some scientists believe this animal has a flat nose to protect it from frostbite.
Oh.
No need for a scarf for these monkeys.
No need for
Are
a
you
scarf.
as tall as a giant panda?
No.
Giant pandas can grow to more than 4 feet and weigh as much as 330
feet.
pounds.
That's
They eat
smaller than an
bamboo for
adult.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner to grow big and strong.
Big and strong.
In China, the Eurasian magpie is a sign of good
Magpie.
fortune and happiness. So if you see one of these beautiful birds fly by, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
Did you know that a cricket's ears are actually found on its legs? This helps it to sense vibrations and protect itself from predators.
I'm gonna start with
Brilliant.
this one. This one's very easy. I'm gonna start with this one. This one's the hardest. Connection. It's
Get
hard.
moving. Slow down. Turn around. How do objects move, stop, and change direction? Forces. A force is a push or a pull that causes something to move, stop, or change direction. Excited to learn more?
Yes.
Have you ever been late for school? Some people
yes.
have
I
more trouble
actually
being on time
no.
than others. In this story, Shreya and her sister Kalini need to figure out a way to get to school faster. Are there forces that can make them never late to school again?
Yep. I will read it. Bring. The bell signaling the start of the day are pierced into the air. Click it.
Pierced. To pierce is to go through something forcefully.
The air. Just as Shreya and her younger sister Kalini raced up the steps of Jefferson Elementary School. Oh no, Kalini cried, seeing the tall figure waiting at the door. There's Principal Hatkett. Girls, it's the third day in a row you've been tardy, the principal said sternly.
Sternly. Sternly means in a serious way.
You live just around the corner. We need to find a solution to this problem. Don't worry, Principal Hatchet. You'll never be late again. We have a plan, Shreya assured her, but Kalini stared at her sister in confusion but remained silent. What's the plan? Kalini finally asked as the two girls hurried to their classrooms. I don't know, but we better think of something, Shreya said. At school, the girls walked to the neighborhood park. Kalini pulled her older sister toward the slide in the middle of the playground. Come on. I love this slide. It's so fast. Going down is like skating on ice. Then it launches.
Launches. To launch is to send up into the air.
It launches you up in the air at the bottom. Kalini, that's it. We really do have a plan, Shreya exclaimed, hugging her. There's just a few details we need to work out. The rest of the afternoon and evening was spent sketching the design, gathering materials, and building what Shreya named project never late again. It was so long after bedtime when the girls finished, so they had no time for a test run. We all just have to hope for the best. The next morning, Shreya and Kalina hurried to get ready for the school. They left their apartment as it was late time, but today they weren't going to walk to school. They were going to slide to school. They just climbed a ladder to the top of the giant slide they had built. They used their hands to push up from the top. The push started flying them down the long, slippery track until they were launched into the air at the end, landing at the top of the school steps. The project was a success. Little Hatchet was waiting at the door. She just shook her head and blinked her eyes as Shreya and Kalini walked into school on time. What is Project Never Tardy again? The principal's solution to a problem, a new neighborhood playground, an experiment for the science fair, and Shreya's and Kalini's fun invention. I don't know. So, which one do you think? I think it's 4, like Shreya and Kalini's fun invention.
No, it's not fun.
Try it. No, the principal's solution to a problem.
Next, try
Find
to
the
read.
specific
Let's
part
try
you
this,
need
got it?
to answer the question.
It's it. Yeah,
Shreya and Kalini's fun invention.
no.
He didn't need to have their name.
How are Kalini's actions important to the plot of the story? He built a giant slide when Shreya's sleeping. He always gets to school on time. He gives Shreya a dad. Why does Principal Hatchet shake her head and blink her eyes at the end of the story? Wow.
Also, you need 6 of these.
Wow. Which word best describes Shreya when she understands that there is no time for a test run? That means hopeful, confident about the... Yeah. What type of force?
Force. A force is a push or a pull that causes something to move, stop, or change direction.
Type of force. Friction. Oh, it's actually gravity.
Make an inference to answer this question.
Yeah, it was gravity.
Every time a person goes down a slide, 2 different forces are fighting each other. Explore this diagram to learn more about the forces that can speed you up or slow you down.
To start, choose the label that says Earth's gravity and read the description. Then, choose the labels that pop up to show the other forces at work. When you've read about them all, choose this button to go on to the questions.
Earth's gravity. What pulls a person down is a slide. What pulls a person down a slide? Gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls everything down toward the ground. Friction. When people go down a slide, their skin or clothing rubs against the surface of the slide. This rubbing creates friction. Friction is a force that causes moving objects to slow down. Objects at rest. This boy is waiting for his turn to go down the slide. In science term, he's an object at rest. What does that mean? He'll stay right where he is until a force like the object in motion. This girl is sliding down fast. Is there a force that will make her stop? Reaches the bottom of the source of her.
Look back.
Why are forces important when a person slides down a slide? What does the diagram help readers understand? What forces are working when children use the slide?
Think about the effect of each kind of force to complete these sentences. Choose the book button to look back. Choose this button when you're done.
Zoom! Soaring down a slide, gravity pulls you to the ground while the force of friction slows you down. Can you change these forces? This
Yeah,
science
you
experiment
can.
has the answer.
Read along as you listen. Use the white arrows to go on to the next page or go back. When you've finished, you'll answer questions about what you've heard. Experimenting with forces.
In school, we had this science experiment where we got to go,
Experimenting with forces.
where we got to go outside on the slide, and then see who is faster based on what type of pants they're wearing. So there were a group for people who was wearing jeans, cotton pants, nylon pants, and different ones.
Purpose. Why did I do this experiment? I wanted to find out what would happen when an object went down a smooth ramp and then down a ramp with a rough surface. Materials. What did I use? Clipboard, small block, stopwatch, ruler, towel. Procedure. What did I do? Step 1. I leaned the clipboard against a wall to make a ramp and measured the height. Step 2. I held the block at the top of the ramp and then let it go. I used the stopwatch to time how long it took to go down the ramp. Then I used the ruler to measure how far it slid. Step 3. I covered the ramp with a towel and repeated step 2. Observations. What did I notice? 1. On the uncovered ramp, the block took 0.8 seconds to reach the bottom and slide to a stop. The block slid 6 inches, 15 centimeters, in front of the ramp. 2. On the ramp covered by a towel, the block's trip was totally different. It moved much more slowly on the towel, sliding for 2 seconds. Also, the block only slid 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters, in front of the ramp. Explanation. Why do I think this happened? The towel made the surface of the ramp rougher. I think that when the towel rubbed against the sliding block, it made more friction. The friction between the object and the surface of the ramp slowed down the block. This experiment showed that an object moves more slowly when there is more friction. New questions. What do I want to learn next? How can I reduce friction so that an object slides even faster? How else can I change a ramp so that an object travels a longer distance? You've read about a science experiment on friction and gravity. Read each sentence. Is it an observation, an explanation, or a new question? Choose the book button to look back.
I want to find out what will make the object slide farther. Observations. What did I notice? What do I think this happened? What do I want to find out next? I want to find out.
The block slowed down because there was more friction.
Choose the book button to look back. Find the subheadings in large, bold print that are used to organize ideas. Then, try again. Choose the book button to look back. Find the subheadings in large, bold print that are used to organize ideas. Then, try again. Choose the book button to look back. Find the subheadings in large, bold print that are used to organize ideas. Then, try again.
You've read and heard a lot about the forces that speed objects up and slow them down.
Now, you're going to chat with someone who needs your help. You'll make choices about what to say and do, and then answer questions.
No.
Let's see. Sometimes there's
Yep. I mean, no.
flying. They're gonna act like they're flying and crack.
Mehfuz, we should make a water slide, but with pink lemonade instead of water. Should we do that, or should we do it with hot chocolate instead of water? Hot chocolate. Pink lemonade. Fine. Do you want one with pink lemonade, or do you want a water slide with pink lemonade or hot chocolate?
I want pink lemonade.
I want hot chocolate. Which one?
Hot chocolate.
I picked pink lemonade then.
Never. It's not.
Oh.
Hot air balloon. No, what? So we need to make the most of that.
Wait, people can use a hot air balloon? So we need to make the most of gravity by building a tall slide with a very steep slope. But how will everyone get to the top? We'll build an elevator, something like this? That's great, but what do you think? That's great, but what do you think?
Subhanallah.
Forces that speed things up and slow things down.
And slow
Take some
things
time to
down.
read your messages from beginning to end. When you're ready to move on to the questions, choose this button. Read the question and choose the best answer. Choose the book button to look back.
Moving objects can only be seen.
Sometimes that happens. One time there was only two.
Moving far from home takes a lot of hard work and effort. So why would more than 6 million people move thousands of miles? Sometimes, people make a hard choice for the chance at a new opportunity. A chance to make life better for themselves and their families. Have you ever packed up and moved to a faraway place? It's not easy, but this is exactly what millions of African Americans did for an opportunity to make life better for themselves and their children. It's time to meet a boy with a personal connection to this part of history.
Sat quietly as Grandpa drove, watching the large green fields turn into crowded city New World. When we turned off the highway, I stared at the tall buildings. Hundreds of people lived in each one. I've been to the city many times. I hadn't gotten used to how many people there were. Grandpa parked the car and I finally asked, Grandpa, where are we going? To a museum exhibit. I want you to see, Jordan. It's full of art and artifacts from an important time in history. I was about to ask Grandpa what an artifact was when I saw the answer was all around us. The exhibit space was filled with photographs, maps, clothing, train schedule, diaries, jobs, postings, and more. There were also drawings, paintings, and sculptures. One painting caught my eye, and Grandpa explained what I was looking at. That's the people down south. They were heading to a railroad station with all their belongings. Grandpa told me, close to 100 years ago, my father was one of those people catching a train up north. It's called the Great Migration.
Great Migration. The Great Migration was a move from the southern United States to the north by millions of African Americans.
Oh, you can also click out like this. Hold on, hold on. He gestured.
Gestured. To gesture is to make a motion that shows
the feelings for hands. He gestures at other items in the exhibit, pointing out a diary entry about leaving friends behind, a photograph of people standing next to a car loaded with boxes and luggage. I looked at everything and thought of our drive here. I wonder if people were overwhelmed by the huge city too.
overwhelmed. To overwhelm is to have a strong effect on someone's feelings.
Oh. Thousands of people like
Overwhelm.
you and me moved north. Grandpa explained. My dad told me all about it. Why did they move, Grandpa? I asked. Northern cities offered them well-paying jobs and a chance at a better life, he answered. They hoped for a new opportunity for their children. Grandpa, thanks for bringing me here today, I said as I hugged him. It feels good to know our family was part of something so important. I thought you might be proud of our family's history, he smiled. Now, Jordan, you just need to take care of the future. What's the setting for events in the story? It was in modern times in a museum exhibit. Huh. How can you tell Jordan feels a connection to the museum?
Look back at the details in this story and think about what important message they teach.
Between 1910 and
Alright, so that is all we have for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to get new videos. Bye. I'll see you on the next episode.
the golden snub-nosed monkey can survive in freezing cold temperatures. Although they don't know for sure, some scientists believe this animal has a flat nose to protect it from frostbite. Are you as tall as a giant panda? Giant pandas can grow to more than 4 feet and weigh as much as 330 pounds. They eat bamboo for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to grow big and strong. In China, the Eurasian magpie is a sign of good fortune and happiness. So if you see one of these beautiful birds fly by, consider yourself lucky. Did you know that a cricket's ears are actually found on its legs? This helps it to sense vibrations and protect itself from predators. Brilliant!
Bye, everyone.